Hello everybody. In the last class we have discussed about the permanent tissue. In that permanent tissue we have discussed about the simple and the complex. So today we have to start about the simple permanent tissues. And we have written that the simple permanent tissue are of two types, protective. On the basis of protection, if they are doing the protective function, they are protective tissues. And in that too we have to discuss about the epidermis. Epidermis. This epi word stands for above. Epi means above and dermis means layer. So the epidermis is the outermost layer of the plant. Epidermis forms one cell thick outermost layer of various body organs of plants such as leaves, flowers, stems and roots. So let us see to the diagram. This is one cell thick and it is interrupted by stomata in between. It has stomata like this. So this is the epidermis, and this epidermis is not continuous and it is interrupted by stomatas that help in the gaseous exchange of the plant. So if you write about epidermis is the outermost one cell thick layer of the cell of the plants. So as we can see in the diagram, this is one cell thick outermost layer and it is present in the body organs of plants such as in leaves, in flowers, in stems and in roots. So this epidermis is present in the leaves, in the flowers and the stem and in the roots. This epidermis is covered outside by a layer that is known as the cuticle. It has a waxy coating that is known as the cuticle. So this yellow line which I have drawn is the cuticle and this is the epidermis and these are the stomata. Okay, so cuticle, what is a cuticle? This cuticle is a waxy substance called as cutin which is secreted by the epidermal cells. These epidermal cells are secreting this cuticle. So just write about the cuticle. Cuticle is the outermost layer, outermost layer above the epidermis, and it is made up of cutin. This cutin is secreted from the epidermal cells that lie below the cuticle. From the epidermal cells. So this cuticle is thick in case of xerophytic plants. Cuticle is thick in xerophytic plants. Why it is thick in xerophytic plants? Because it prevents the plant from excessive transpiration. It prevents plant from excess of transpiration. As xerophytic plants are the desert plants, they need to conserve more and more water. So for the conservation of water, these plants are having a thick cuticle over them, over their epidermis. As I already told you that this epidermis is not continuous at some places due to the presence of small pores called stomata. So each stomata, if you see the diagram of a stomata, these are the stomata. These stomata have thick inner layer. These two are the guard cells. guard cells, and its shape is bean shape. So this is stomata. Stomata have guard cells. These guard cells are bean shaped. There are the only epidermal cells which possess chloroplast, the rest being colorless. In this, chloroplasts are also present. So this green structure which I am drawing are the chloroplast. These are the chloroplast, and it also has a nucleus in it because it is a cell. It is the nucleus. Okay, these green are the chloroplast. The epidermis does not contain any of the chloroplast, but this stomata contains chloroplast. This is the nucleus. So this is about the structure of the epidermis. Now we're coming to the functions of the epidermis. What functions this epidermis is doing? Let's see the functions. Functions of epidermis. The main function of epidermis is the protection, as we have defined it in the protective permanent tissue. Protect the plant from desiccation and infection. Protect the plant desiccation and infection, as it is the outermost layer, so it will not allow any of the microorganism, any of the germs to enter in the plant and cause disease. So it has the cuticle. It has cuticle that prevents evaporation of water and prevents wilting, or you can say that it prevents excessive transpiration. Prevents excessive transpiration. And the stomata that are present in the epidermis are help in the exchange of gases. Stomata helps in exchange of gases. So this is about the epidermis. Just to revise it once, what is epidermis? It is the outermost one cell thick layer of the plant. It is present in leaves, flowers, stem, and in roots. It has a outer layer of cuticle that is made up of cutin, and this cutin is secreted by the epidermis cells only. This cuticle layer helps in the excessive loss of water from the plant, and this cuticle is thick in case of the xerophytic plant because these have to conserve water. So these have an excessive layer of cutin. Now this epidermis is not continuous. This epidermis is interrupted in some places by the stomata. What are stomata? These stomata are having guard cells that help in the exchange of gases from the plant. Now coming to the functions of the epidermis. The functions of epidermis, it protects the plant from desiccation and infection. It has cuticle that prevents excessive transpiration, and it has stomata that help in the exchange of gases. Now this was the protective tissue for protective simple permanent tissue epidermis. Now we have to discuss about the cork. Cork is also a protective tissue. Cork. What is cork? It is present in older roots and stems. Tissues at the periphery becomes cork cells or phellum. This cork is also known as phellum. Also known as phellum. It is also known as phellum, and these are the dead cells. These are the dead cells of the bark. These were the tissues that were discovered first time by the Robert Hooke. So the cork is made up of dead cells with thick walls and do not have any intercellular spaces. These do not have any intercellular spaces. These do not have any intercellular spaces. Why? Because these cork deposit waxy substance called suberin. Because it has deposition of suberin. It has deposition of suberin. So this suberin makes the cork cells dead, and that is why these cells become impermeable to water because of this suberin deposition. Suberin deposition, the cork cells become impermeable to water. Impermeable to water. The cork cells are without any protoplasm but are filled with resins and tannins. These do not have protoplasm. These do not have protoplasm but have these have fillings of resin and tannin. Resin and tannin. Resin and tannin are the waste products of the plant. Okay, these are harmful for the plant, so they are excreting this. So because the property of this hard nature of cork is due to the deposition of suberin. Now coming to the functions of the cork. Functions of cork. As cork is protective in function, it helps the plant to prevent from desiccation, infection and mechanical injury. It prevents the plant from desiccation, infection and mechanical injury. As it is very much hard, so it prevents the plant from mechanical injury. It is imperviousness, lightness, toughness, compressibility and elasticity make the cork commercially valuable. It has some property like the imperviousness, means it is impermeable to water. Impermeable to water, and it is light, tough and compressible. It is light, tough and compressible. These properties make the cork commercially valuable. All these properties make cork commercially valuable. Cork is used as a shock absorber in linoleum. Used as a shock absorber in linoleum. What are linoleum? These are the floor covering. These are the floor covering, and it is also used in the preparation of cricket balls, as it is very much hard substance. It is used in table tennis and making shuttlecocks. So what is cork? Cork is the hard part, the dead part of the plant. It is also known as phellem. It has a deposition of suberin. This deposition of suberin makes it a very tough type of, and that is why it is used in the manufacture of cricket balls, table tennis, shuttlecocks, etc. So this is enough for today, and we will continue this in the next class. Thank you.